Well, hey, YouTube, Petey Two Finger here. You can go on. You can go. I gotta hold the baby. Little baby. It's okay. Mama's gotta go to the store. Don't cry. Mama will be right back. Will you lay here? And I'll pet to you, okay? You be nice, baby. So, how the heck are ya? I'm doing pretty good. This is a recommendation video. The band is called Asterism, Asterism. And they're Asian trio. I'm guessing they're from Japan. The girl looks Korean to me. The average age of it's a trio, 3 members, bass, guitar, drums, instrumental rock, no vocals. Average age is 16, so they're young people. And I found out about Asterism because I am subscribed to a channel called Natternet, which Natternet is a Buckethead channel. He's a Buckethead aficionado that animates himself in his videos, or cartoon image of himself, speaking on Buckethead, top 10 lists. Very interesting channel, and he's a firm believer that Buckethead is the GOAT, meaning the greatest of all time. Which I saw Buckethead perform live. I've seen Yngwie Malmsteen, and I've seen Buckethead live. Seen Eric Clapton. I'm trying to think of any other guitar people that would be on a list. I've seen David Gilmour. I've seen Stevie Ray Vaughan. I've seen the Allman Brothers Band. That guy. I've seen. If I sat down and thought about all the hot shit guitar players I've seen live, the list is fairly impressive. I've seen Pistol Pete, Smokin' Blues. He's an incredible local guy from Westmont. And there's all kinds of people that have never been discovered that are extremely talented at playing guitar. Point being, what's my point? Buckethead, is he the GOAT? It's hard to say. He isn't really incredible, and I wept when I saw him. I could not stop crying. And that's something that happens to me when I see people who are extremely talented making music. I'm moved emotionally to the point where my body can't take it, and I just cry. So that's something that's embarrassing for me to admit to you. And, it's probably some chemical thing. Because I used to not do that when I was a kid. I didn't do that when I got older. Probably alcoholism has something to do with it. Who knows? But I do know, I can't tell you that when we saw Buckethead, it was very difficult for me to compose myself. But it was amazing. It was really something else. Really something else. That was one of those things where I had no qualms about my ticket dollar. My entertainment value was in spades. So the story with Asterism, this band is Bootsy Collins is a friend of Buckethead. They also make music together, a band called Praxis, a Bill Laswell project. Now, besides just that, they are actual friends. Bootsy is one of those people who is always on. He's Bootsy. He doesn't change, and I think Buckethead is more or less like that too. Whereas some people may, in this business of rock and roll, I'm Lady Gaga, and then I'm not Lady Gaga when I get off the stage. David Bowie had all these different side personalities. Some of these people, they just are who they are, and they don't change. No matter how bizarre their stage persona is, they're like that all the time. And Bootsy Collins had posted on his social media, hey, check out this band of amazingly talented young people making this aggressive instrumental music, this virtuosity, display of just rampant talent in this band, 3-piece. And they got back a hold of him, and he ended up producing their album. So Buckethead plays on their album, which I don't know much about the album. I'm just making this video because I was so excited about it. I'm like, I gotta tell somebody about this band because they are so good, and there really isn't much information about them stateside just yet. They did play at South by Southwest. They played a couple of shows in LA, some shows in Texas, but it was a small mini tour, and like I said, they're young. Hopefully they'll be coming back and I will get a chance to see them. at a decent ticket price in a well air-conditioned venue with comfy seating. Now, as far as the band goes, this girl she kind of looks Korean. She's a little thing, dainty little thing, and when she gets going, she means business. She tears into the guitar with a ferocity and command of the stage that's rarely seen. Now, Asian thing with Asian female guitar player like Lisa X, they're so cute watching these young women do their thing. This girl is a little bit more of like, you don't see girl when she's playing, you just see that she's a force of nature. She's really, really good. And the drumming is impeccable, very aggressive, perfect drumming. And the bass player is very interesting as well. He does a lot of soloing, and he's right in there with her. He does a lot of tapping. He's got a tremolo arm, like a locking tremolo system on his bass, and takes advantage of that. And his tone is unique. They do use a lot of different tones. I'm hearing some like Slayer and some thrash influences. Of course, the more melodical side of that, and then not the Slayer lead playing style so much, but the rhythmic, that thrashy type of really super heavy. And they're not gent. There isn't that much of that like down tune, like it's down tuned where everything sounds the same. They do have some more bluesier Hendrixian type of songs that I really love that. I normally don't like that, but this I really liked. I was hearing a lot of different things from my favorite music in their playing, which is so cool. And I love instrumental rock music when it's done right, and so rarely do you find that to be the case. So this is a wonderful band. I was so excited when I discovered it, because it's every once in a blue moon I'll find something that really gets me off. And this got me off in a big way. And believe me, it's not because it's a girl. I'm not one of these like Asian girls are the end all be all. She is really something else, and she looks fantastic up there doing her thing. The way she poses, the way she bangs her head is. She does this thrash thing where she does back and forth sideways. This girl is something else. She forget the fact that she's a girl. I'm not saying for a girl she's a good player. She is an incredible musician. So forgive me for not knowing her name. You could head over to Net and check out that interview with her. Find more about Asterism. Now they do a cover of Jingle Bells that's really, really great. It's great. Check that out. That's like maybe the last video on their homepage. Some of the stuff before she had the cornrows, I didn't care for as much. It seems like they're just kind of working on this and getting this together, where they're all over the place, even with the tones. And I heard in the bass player, I heard some what's his name? I always want to call him Paul Gilbert, but he's not Paul Gilbert. Billy Sheehan. I heard there's a distinctive, like that, addicted to that rush, that that type of mid-rangey barking in his bass playing. The bass player is so unbelievably good, but the thing is, he's up against this, whatever her name is, and she just, when she gets going, look out. She's unbelievably talented guitar player. Unbelievably talented. Like seriously, like she's really one of the best guitar players I've ever seen. And I've seen a few. So, Asterism, definitely check them out. If you don't like this type of aggressive instrumental music, I don't know why you're here. We all know that the guitar has become a meme, that it's the stoner dude that we laugh at, the hair metal guy, it's funny. But to some of us, we still believe in this as an art. The guitar isn't dead. Some of us still really love to discover new sounds, new techniques, and new players. So I hopefully we're on the same page. I think we are, and you'll be able to appreciate this a fraction as much as I did, because this really, really made an impression on me today. Asterism, definitely check these guys and gals out. There is some full shows up. I'm looking right now, looking at Asterism Outside Voice Fest, Rain Lily Farm, Austin, Texas. Any of the 1080p footage shot at the Hard Rock Cafe in Fukuoka is worth watching. This is all newer stuff uploaded in 2019. There isn't much information about this band as far as on the internet goes. You'll be able to find their Facebook page. There's no tour information for the United States. Like I said, they did come and play South by Southwest on a couple of dates on the West Coast. But, and hopefully they'll be able to keep going and secure, what one advantage that they have is that there's no vocals. So that means there's no language barrier. Because it's like, what's going to happen with this band? Are they going to, that's going to be it, and, it's going to dry up, or are they going to find some success and I'm going to be able to see them perform live? And it's such a shame that I had to think that way and feel that way, and that's the situation. Here we have some people that should be paid by the state. If they're that talented, in my opinion, we're paying politicians to do nothing but abuse. Why can't we secure some fundage to pay our artists? And I'm not talking about piss on the flag and cut a bunch of baby dolls with their heads cut off with a rainbow flag to shock everyone, or some gay thing to piss all the Bible Belt people off. I'm talking about people that have talent. Me, I was not born with talent. I've worked unbelievably hard to fake my way into being able to kind of do a little bit of what I love to do. This person and every person in this band is talented. And those are the type of people that are the true artists. If you're born with talent, but you're not just talented and you can sit there like playing a video game and kind of replicate stuff. You can actually produce your own art that's original. So that talent is married with inspiration. Because so often I have seen the great musicians, the talented folks, I should say, the folks born with talent will not, because they cannot, produce any art. That's why we have so many cover bands. And that sucks. So, to get off my little rant about state-funded musicians. They do it in Holland. The Metropole Orchestra, that's state-funded. So, yeah. Check out some of those Metropole deals. Steve Vai at the Metropole, Yngwie Malmsteen at the Metropole, Adrian Belew at the Metropole. Now that's one you're going to want to check out. All right, you guys, I'm going to cut you loose. Make sure you check out Asterism and let me know what you think. If you didn't like it, maybe don't let me know what you thought. If you loved it, let me know. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon with some uploads of the edits. Need to do some editing. We shot a bunch of live footage of the duo making music at the Woods, so I should be having some of that up for you soon. All right, thanks again, and peace.